Alrighty, what's up, you pieces of shit? What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a late night video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are, as you should know by now, in my pants, down in the description box. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you never ever, oh, baby. 21, well, not even 20, but yeah. But, oh, baby, ever miss an upload. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Like the video, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, share the video, and don't forget to hit that bell. Treat it like it's your bitch. That's it. Turn on all notifications, so hopefully all my videos can go out to you. But I don't think you know, Susan and her team of monkeys will fix anything on this fucking website. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on. Alright, we got the Tribal Queen in the chat. Lauren's here. She says, Jello! What flavor? Personally, I like the strawberry and black cherry version. I mean, I'll eat the orange. Once in a while, I'll have orange, Jello, lime green Jello, but mostly I like the strawberry and the cherry and the black cherry. So that's just me. But whatever you like. It's like that song by T.I. You're gonna have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. It is what it is. But it is what it. That's it. But you know what I do want? A fucking New York Rangers win. Holy fucking shit. They went to fucking Pittsburgh, or Shittsburg as we call it, and boy did they fucking lay an egg. After splitting it at home, a great game 2, they went to Shittsburg and took a shit, basically. They just came out flat. Game 3, they were down 4-1 in the second period. They made a great comeback. And then third period comes. They had all the momentum going for them going into the third period, and then they lost. What did they lose? 7-4 in Game 3. Tonight, they just looked like shit. It was 1-1, then it became 2-1, and then the Rangers didn't score again. I think they did. Wait. No, they did score. They did score again, but it was very late, and nobody gave two shits. So, Shittsburg wins again, 7-2. I mean, Igor Sheteskirin, whatever the fuck his last name is. Boy, this kid. This guy is a fucking kid. He's not Mike Richter. He's not even John Van Beesbrook level of a goalie. The guy is young, but he's choking under the pressure of the playoffs. And this is his, I think this is his second playoffs. I think yesterday was Georgiev. I could be wrong. I forget. But anyway, yeah, Shesterkin is showing why he is not a great goalie. He's not. I mean, Georgiev wasn't even better, in game 3. He hasn't been great. I mean, well, yeah, Georgiev came in, like, mop-up duty, and he was okay, but then, you know, the third period came and gave up those the 2 goals, and then the empty net, I think the empty net goal after that. Basically the same thing tonight, tonight as in Saturday night. It just looked like shit tonight. And, yeah, so the Rangers are now down 3-1. Game 5 at the Garden on Wednesday. That could be... I think it's so long farewell. Another fucking first round loss. like they did last year when they got swept by Carolina. Ugh. And I thought, this team was so great during the season. They were pretty damn hot during the first part of the season, the first half of the season. Then the second half, they kind of fell to earth, but they still made the playoffs, number 2 in the league. And they lose to the number 7, I think, the number 7 seed, the Pittsburgh Penguins. And possibly 5, maybe 6 games if the Rangers come out hot on Wednesday. I doubt it. I wouldn't be shocked if they win Game 5, but they want to make it to the second round and try to, make this glorious season something when they look like, there's like, oh, the Rangers are great. They're gonna make a good deep run into the Stanley Cup playoffs, right? Wrong. They're playing like the fucking Icelanders did this season. Holy shit. So, yeah. Mr. Quinn, I know Coach Quinn, you better wake them up on Wednesday night if you want to save the season. I don't think they're going to win all 3 games. I don't think this series is going 7. Maybe 6 at most, but not going 7. This series is not coming back to the Garden. I think, Game 5 is Wednesday. I think 6 is Friday. So Game 7 will probably be Saturday or Sunday. Probably Sunday. So we'll see. And then the Rangers can do it. I mean, they have come back from really, really bad losses before. But, a 3-1 deficit in the NHL. The Rangers have come back from 3-1 deficits before many times. But And the thing is, Pittsburgh has a third-string goalie in goal. How do you lose to a third-string goalie? It'll make this guy looks like fucking Big Beastbrook in there. Or Mike Richter. I mean, come on. What the fuck is going on with this team now? Just felt like Game 2 was just a distant memory. It's like, oh, we were so good in Game 2. We go to Pittsburgh. We have the momentum. We came back from 4-1. Laid an egg. Like, oh, we're tired. I think that triple overtime game killed them in Game 1. They were all tired and somehow they won Game 2. In Game 3, they were flat in the first period. Second period, they got 3 goals in a span of 9 minutes. And then, they took the foot off the pedal. It felt like the 2015 Mets. We all know what happened in 2015 with the Mets. Red hot, swept the Cubs, go to the World Series, Game 1 and 2. Not Familia fucks it up. Then they win Game 3, then lose Game 4. They really had in all 5 games, they were in it. And just fucking the bullpen and La Familia fucked everything up. They should have won the World Series in 2015. The same thing for the Rangers in 2014 when freaking Henwick was just standing on his head the whole Stanley Cup playoffs, and then in the Stanley Cup, they shouldn't have freaking lost Game 1 and 2 in LA. They lost in 5 games. It's sad. And that was at the Stanley Cup playoffs in 2014. I went to those 2 games at MSG. I was hoping, freaking 20 years after 1994, I was hoping for another cup. No. The Rangers haven't even even had the Stanley Cup since 94. It's been 38, 20, going on 20, now this year, 28 years now. Because they're not coming back in this series. No way. I shouldn't say the series is over because you never know in hockey. And the Rangers, like I said, they've come back from 3-1 many times. I mean, back when I was in college, on Kingsborough Radio and doing the number 1 rated show next to my show, of course. We had the number 1 rated show on the weekend, which was the Saturday sports show. Remember when the Rangers were playing the Montreal Canadiens? I think it was 90. Oh, what year was that? it was 95, 96. I don't remember what. I think it was 95 or 96. They were down 3-zip. Or 3-zip or 3-1 to the Canadians. I went on the air with my friends in the sports show. I said, I guarantee you that the Rangers win this series. And what happened? They won the series, but they didn't go deep in the playoffs. And I think that was around the year that Gretzky was on the team, when they lost to the Penguins. Well, no, wait. I think they lost to the Penguins, or they lost to I forgot who they lost to in the playoffs. Because it was, I mean, they had a team like on that year. Freaking Messier and Gretzky. Oof. It felt like the Edmonton Oilers from back in the 80s. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they had a great fucking roster this year. You know, Painter and Laffy. Well, we call him Laffy. You know, Adam Fox. Where the hell did he go? What does the Fox say? You know what he says? Oh, I can't score a goal anymore. Where the hell is Chris Kreider, the fucking captain? Where is he? 50-some-odd goals this season, has nothing. Nothing. Maybe a couple goals here and there. I think he had a couple goals in game 1 and 2, I think. But where is he? Game 3 and 4, he's like disappeared. Everybody's disappeared. But I mean, I'm not giving up hope. I'm hoping for, you know, them to fucking wake up in game 5 on Wednesday night. No, that's gonna be hard to watch, because I gotta watch Dynamite from Long Island. I have to watch Dynamite because it's a great show. Great card, you know, the Owen Hart tournament's beginning. So, I mean, I have to, I'm probably gonna have to put it on picture-in-picture, side-by-side, because I can do that with my TV. So, I'll be watching Dynamite on, like, the left side, on the right side, and watching the Ranger game on TNT. I don't know. I'm hoping the Rangers win. Bring it to Game 6 on Friday night. I think it's on Friday night. I think it's Friday night. I'm not sure, but yeah, Game 6 in Pittsburgh, maybe this coming weekend. And they have a great Game 5 and just blow out the Penguins at the Garden. Then you roll the dice in Game 6, and hopefully the Rangers show up in Game 6, and Igor just stands on his head. But that's too much to ask. But if it gets to Game 6, I would roll the dice and say, you know, I would bet on the Rangers that game. I maybe try to get it to Game 7. Because you always love a Game 7 in the NHL, especially around the Stanley Cup playoff times. In any round, especially the Stanley Cup final round, oof, those are always good to see. Always good to see. Good to go to a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Always great. And I've been to one, and that was 1994. We all remember that one. Game 7 of the 94 Stanley Cup Finals was on the same day as my high school prom. You think I was going to go to the prom? No! Hell no! Hell no, I wasn't going to go to the prom to begin with. Not that I had a date or anything back in the day, but, you know, if somebody would have asked, some hot chick would have asked me, say, like, hey, Pete, you want to go to the prom? I'm like, you know, Rangers are in the playoffs. I'm like, oh, bitch, no, unless you want to come with me to the Stanley Cup. You get fucked either way. Ha! But it is what it is. But you come with me to the Stanley Cup Game 7. We're cheering on the Rangers. We're drinking beer. We're drinking whatever, you know. Excuse me. Rangers win the Stanley Cup. We go, you know, we have a good time. We're partying in the city till like the wee hours in the morning, and then we got school the next day. Fuck that. We're not going to school. Even though I did, but it is what it is. But of course, you know, when the celebration hit, when they won in '94, I don't remember what time it ended. I think it was like right before midnight, or 10 or 11 o'clock. I think it ended. I forgot what time. Anyway, but long story short, I didn't get out of the Garden because the Garden was like fucking packed, and it was like you couldn't even get out of there because everybody's going crazy. But eventually, I got out of there, and everybody's going to bars, and I'm going home on the freaking subway. Subways are packed. Fucking Ranger fans going, let's go Rangers! The whole ride home. It was great. And then, I go to school the next day, because I went to high school. And then the next day, after every period, people wearing Rangers jerseys. Let's go Rangers! The security guard's like, what the fuck's going on here? It's like a freaking riot. They couldn't do anything because everybody came in a Rangers fucking jersey. I came with my fucking Stanley Cup championship jersey. And then, like a few days later, I think right before I graduated high school, which I graduated in the theater at MSG. Remember that shit? Which is still there. It's called the Hulu Arena now. Or the Hulu Theater, whatever it's called now. But yeah, I graduated from the theater. Blah, blah, blah. But even at my graduation, there was like this one kid got up, when everybody was getting their diplomas and everything. This one kid starts on the stage, he stops, starts unzipping his freaking gown, of course got the cap and gown. He unzips his gown. I'm like, please don't be naked under there. God forbid. His parents watching, But he unzipped his gown, had a Ranger shirt on. The entire place went, let's go Rangers! And then the parade was even bigger. Like, everybody was at that fucking parade. I was at the parade, too. Getting there like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then the parade starts, I think, at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Good times. But good times. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, hopefully the Rangers can come back in Game 5 on Wednesday, and we'll see what happens with that. As far as the Yankees go, they had a great game today. Even though, the Rangers... Fucking Chris Woodward, the former Met, complaining about the dimensions of Yankee Stadium. I mean, I'm all for that too, I'm with you there, Chris Woodward. That place is a fucking Little League stadium. Like 300 feet down the lines. Like a fly ball, it's gone. I'm like, what? So a fly ball, gone. Because that place is a construction site. Basically it is. There's a fucking Little League park built on the construction site. That's why I hate fucking old Yankee Stadium and I hate new Yankee Stadium. They're both garbage, and they're in a borough I fucking hate. I hate the Bronx. I only been there a few times. I hate it every time going there. Even when I went to Yankee games, and usually was, when I was playing Little League, I went to a couple of Yankee games. I hated going there. I hated it. I hate Yankee Stadium. Oh, it's legendary. Fuck that shit. It's a construction site. It's a dump. It's a Little League park. So I agree with you, Chris Woodward. I agree. Even though, the Texas Rangers are a bunch of whining babies, but, it is what it is. So, yeah. So the Yankees won today, 1-0. Nestor, what's his name? Nestor Cortez, or whatever his last name is. Nestor Cortez, I think his name is. God damn, that guy is freaky. He is fucking good. Where did they find this guy? I know he's probably from the minor system. The Yankees have always had a great minor league system. Great. Unlike the Mets used to have a good farm system, but at least now they do. They finally do with Alvarez and Beatty and Mauricio and a few others that I've never heard of. Like, who are these guys? Some of the Cyclones too, But yeah, freaking Alvarez is just raking the ball this year. Beatty too. Mauricio's doing okay. But they got a couple guys that are in one guy in St. Lucie is just no pun intended, amazing. It's great. But yeah, this Nestor Cortez guy almost pitched a goddamn no-hitter today. 7 scoreless innings. The Yanks won on a Gleyber Torres game-winning home run. What else is new? What else is new? You can't beat the Yankees unless you're like up like 10-0 in the ninth inning. Because every time somebody plays the Yankees, they're up like a run or two, or maybe 3 or 4. Somehow the Yankees start coming back in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, and they win in the 9th or 10th inning. Because they're the fucking Yankees. They're fucking cheaters. Sorry to say, but it's true. 27-time cheaters. But yeah, they have the best record in the American League. They have the most wins in the American League. And they have 20 wins. The Mets have 20 wins. And, well, the Mets have, I think, the Yankees have played 31 games, or around the same amount of games that the Mets have played. But it is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. Yankees win. Duh, Yankees win. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. And now they play a 2-game series at home against Toronto. See what happens with that. They have a pretty not a big lead, but they have a decent lead. The Mets had the biggest lead in all baseball. 6 games over JD's faggot-ass Braves. JD's fucking throwing things in his fucking dirty house in Westchester, wherever the fuck he lives. Fucking his cat. But, you know, should burn that fucking Braves hat. Because he's, loser. But I digress. But yeah. The Mets are doing, you know, coming off a big, a split of the doubleheader on Sunday. They go to Washington for 3 games, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and Thursday afternoon in Washington. We got Tyler McGill on the mound tomorrow, then Taijuan Walker in game 2, and then Thursday afternoon, Cookie Carrasco pitches. That should be fun. And then they come home for a 3-game series against Seattle to start the interleague series. I don't even know if they're going to play maybe one. I think they'll probably play 1 game because it's supposed to rain all weekend. All this weekend is going to be pouring. I don't even think they're going to get the game in Saturday because supposedly it's going to rain, I think, Friday night into most of Saturday. So I don't know. Maybe they'll get the game in Saturday. Who knows? So they might be playing a doubleheader this weekend again. Their 4th doubleheader possibly this weekend. Who knows? And then, let me just check my my stat book. The Bible of all stat books, by the way. Let me see. Then the Mets have a big home series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, that should be fun. Remember what happened a couple weeks ago when the Mets went to St. Louis? They had that big brawl and freaking Alonso got tackled by that fucking fat fuck first base coach named, what was his name? Cubby Stubbs, or what the fuck his name is? Mets showed who's boss in that series, didn't they? Well, so we'll see what happens next week. 4-game series with the Cardinals. Then they go to the West Coast, I think, after that. That should be fun. Always fun to go to the West Coast. West Coast, you know. But it is what it is. All right. Move on from the Mets and the Yankees and all of sports. And that's it. All right, let's get to a couple comments. We got the Tribal Chief in the chat. Nick is here. So, he's on Daniel's chat, Hiroshimaru. He has a one-on-one chat with Gino Morgan. I've heard that name before. I think he's been on my in my chats, not recently, but in the past I think he is. Now, I heard the name. I thought it was cool, but over the years I've seen that he's become a troll. What else is new? But it is what it is. So yeah, we got that. Big ups to Jordan and everything. J-Man and company, Eric Lima, and Michael Bombardier and everybody on the Rant and Rate podcast. Brandon Martin. Nick was on chilling with Jordy today. His little show where he plays video games and shit. But he wasn't playing video games today. But so that show today was like the aftermath of that late night stream he did last night, where he was just pissed off for whoever made a fucking fake account and pictures of his dead family members and shit. I still don't know who it is. People think it's Eric Melendez for the Nation. But, I think Jordan said that he's kind of over it and he's not really caring for it. I agree. Just move on. Let these fucking douchebags think they can own you, Jordan, because they're not. They're a bunch of faggots. But they're a bunch of idiots. That's it. The same do with my trolls. They're a bunch of idiots. No lives. They'll never get pussy and everything. They can make videos, trying to expose your Facebook account and stuff like that, or different things and shit. I saw a video last night by that asshole from Maynard, Massachusetts. Puts up a picture of my backup Facebook account, my Peter Gilmore fan page account, and it shows a picture of me and the lovely Maria Brink on the main picture in the video. You'll see it, Blah, 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 blah. Then he puts the title. It's like, Peter breaks up with Rosa. They put it in different letters. WOSAAAAAA. This guy's a fucking douchebag, man. He's a fucking dick. He's fucking jealous of me. These trolls are so fucking jealous of me, man. I mean, the fucking thumbnail is me and Maria Brink. A picture I took in 2011, and I posted it on that fan page, which I made around 2016 or 2017. And then I put it like I was playing around with the caption and everything. It's like, oh, I paid this woman to be my mom. Blah blah blah. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I still wish she was, but, I have respect for Maria Brink. She is the mother of mayhem, of course, but, I joked around with that picture. It's like, oh, I wish she'd be my mom. I said the same thing about Sharon Osbourne. She's my adopted mom. Because, I'm the adopted Osbourne. But, I mean, there was no way I would ever get with Maria Brink. I mean, come on now. I have respect for Maria. These motherfuckers don't. Because they listen to Justin Bieber. And then they masturbate to me. But it is what it is. So yeah. I mean, putting up a picture from fucking 2017 and thinks that I'm with Maria Brink now. That I'm cheating on Rosa and this. I'm like, come on, shut the fuck up. You're just jealous that I got a picture with Maria Brink. Because that's the closest you'll see to an actual hot woman. Because you, Mr. Scroll, are so fucking jealous because you haven't seen your dick in about 10 years. And you'll never get actual pussy, so. You're jealous of me, you're jealous of Rose, and now you're jealous of a picture that I took 11 years ago. What a fucking retard you are, dude. Go fuck yourself. And the horse you rode in on. You and your little butt buddy friends, too. Keep obsessing over me and stalking and doing your little games because they don't work anymore. You're a fucking obsessed fucking asshole. That's what you are. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, let's move on from that shit. Anyway, Lauren says, so me. Okay. Then she says, congrats. Well, congrats for what? Not for the Rangers tonight, but, But I guess, congrats to me because the prophecy video is continuing to go up, 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 like my dick in your mama's ass. I woke up this morning, it was close to 2,000 views. Now it's kind of stalled today. It didn't get a big hit that I got yesterday. But it's got a few more hits. At last check, it was getting near 2,050 hits. And that's real views, my friends, not fake. Not fake. Not fake. The likes, 17 likes. That's all real likes, not from me. Can't prove I liked it 17 times. 15 dislikes, as I know there's from mostly trolls and from just people that don't give two shits about the prophecy. But you will learn to love the prophecy. Eventually. And I can guarantee you, we might get another 2,000 hits on Saturday when I go to WOW. Because if Nick's there, we're going to do another one. Maybe with our, Mikey boy over there. Right, Mike? Yeah, I heard you want to do it with me. You still want to do it? I haven't really talked to Nick about it yet, I mean, Lawrence says, yeah, do it. I mean, if Nick wants to do it, he's your boy and everything, but if he wants to do it, we'll do it. We'll see what happens with that. But, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I could probably, if I do another Prophecy Live video, because it won't be live, but it'll be, maybe a little short, like I did on Friday night at WrestlePro. I put that thing up. It won't go viral in like the first day or so, but then again, like I said, I looked at it after it went up. It wasn't, the next day, like Saturday, it only got up to like about 34 hits. Blah blah blah. And then Sunday, I'm playing around, and then next thing I know, I'm like 400, 600, 1,000. By the time I did my Backlash review, it was like at 1,800. I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't really put hashtags in it like I usually do in my videos. I shared it with, Nick and Chase and, all my good friends like Lauren and Prince and everybody. Either, one of the trolls somehow, either a troll or maybe some random person shared the video somewhere, and then everybody and their mother came around. But it is what it is, and that's it. But yeah, thank you everybody for over 2,000 hits and climbing. I don't know how many we'll get by the end of this weekend, but I'll take 2,100. I'll take 2,500 by the end of this week. I'll take it. I wish I got subs out of that, but take what I can get. That's it. All right, we'll move on. All right, Nick has to go. Sorry, I can't stay for the rest of the review. I am about to head off to bed. It's after 1 a.m. Yeah, it's 1:05 a.m. right now. Yeah, I'm gonna get this done pretty quick because I gotta go to bed myself because I gotta get up for work in the morning as well. Then I gotta go to the bank because I gotta get my millions, if you know what I mean. Gotta get my money because my paycheck and everything. And I gotta do some other errands that day too. So let's see what happens tomorrow. And I gotta go shopping on Wednesday, and then on Thursday night. Thursday night I'll be out. So out with some friends. Not you, Nick. Some other friends that I have. So. And then the weekend, Friday, we got Friday the 13th this Friday. So, yeah, happy soon-to-be birthday to Jason Voorhees. So, we got that. And then Saturday, I'm going to WW. And then Sunday, I'm just probably going to be sleeping all day. Watching the Mets, but if the Mets are even playing, depends on the weather. That's it. All right, but Nick, good night. And I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. Hopefully, you'll be on my NXT review tomorrow night. Or if I do a random video tomorrow, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. And that's it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, on this late Monday night, May the 9th, 2022, if you're not watching from somewhere else, it's May the 10th, 2022. It is time for your late night. Monday night. I'm sorry. Monday night Raw review for May the 9th, 2022 from the XL Center in that great city of Hartford, Connecticut. So they're around the WWE headquarters, or they're at the home base, if you will, for the aftermath show from Backlash, which happened last night. On Sunday night, which wasn't a bad show. Just check out my review on the Peter Gilmore channel. Link to the channel is down below in the description box. And we'll move on from there. Alright, so tonight's show it started off pretty good. I think the first 2 hours were pretty damn good. Actually, some entertaining good stuff. Some good, mostly it was interviews, but kind of highlighted the women a lot tonight. Yeah, 3 women's matches. The main event, of course, the main event of, like I thought was going to be Becky Lynch and Asuka. No, which got changed. I don't know how, but whatever. But still, it was a pretty good show. Hour 3 stunk. I mean, and then near the end, I mean, right before the main event, that stupid 24/7 segment was just fucking horrible, and it just really brought the show down. I was like half dead. I was like, oh, get this show over with so I can take a quick nap. But it is what it is. Well, it wasn't bad. It was pretty, decent. But the third hour was garbage. And that's it. Alright, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more of your precious time, because I know certain people gotta go to bed. Like me and Lauren. And if you're on the East Coast, you're gonna be going to bed soon. On the West Coast, it's 10 o'clock, so you can still stay up for a couple hours on the West Coast. And on the other side of the world, good Tuesday morning to you. That's it. Or Wednesday if you're in Japan. Japan, #1 forever. Got that. All right, so we begin the show with a recap of Backlash, where we saw our tribal chief, Mr. Roman Reigns, who has now signed a new contract that's going to probably make him a part-timer. He's doing less live events and stuff like that, but blah, 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 blah. But he's setting up to probably actually go to Hollywood. There was a report that after WrestleMania 39, he's probably going to be doing a lot of Hollywood stuff. So yeah, get ready for no Roman probably in the next, either this for a certain amount of time this year, and probably after WrestleMania 39 next year, next April. So what's WWE going to do without Roman, I wonder? I can tell you, probably suck. Probably continue to suck. So without Roman, the WWE's basically dead. But it is what it is. Alright, so we saw that with Roman pinning Riddle as the Bloodline beat RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. And that's it. I mean, no Roman on the show tonight. No Usos on the show tonight. It is what it is. We'll probably see them on SmackDown this Friday. But it is what it is. Alright, so after that, we go to the ring. We hear the music of RK Bro, Randy Orton, and his mountainous voice, and the Weed Man himself, Riddle, the Raw Tag Team Champions. They come out. They say, we came up a little bit short last night, but that was just a battle, but we'll eventually win the war. And they talk about the original plan was for a unification match with the Usos, but Roman cut that off because he knows that his cousins can't beat them. So Riddle's like, well, Roman, since you can't make a decision for the Usos, well, we're going to come to SmackDown and demand that you give us the unification match. And if you don't say yes, it shows how much you actually believe in your cousins. So I can probably tell you that this unification match may now happen not inside Hell in a Cell, but at Hell in a Cell on June the 5th. Because, it's going to be, I think June the 12th, I think it is. 5th or the 12th, I think it is, in June. Coming up pretty soon. Then after that is, as we all know, Money in the Bank from Las Vegas, July the 2nd. And then I think right at the end of July or the beginning of August is SummerSlam. And then they gotta prep up for Clash at the Castle in September or so. There you go. So SummerSlam's gonna be a little bit earlier than it used to be this year. But the WWE they did a promo for their upcoming shows this summer. July 25th, Monday Night Raw at the Garden. Should be fun. And then I think it was August 20th and 21st. They're gonna be in London. So, I don't know, I think that's going to be a Raw and SmackDown taping. Well, tapings, because, they don't do live shows in London, so. Well, it's a pay-per-view, but not even a pay-per-view, because they on tape delay. So yeah, so finally we'll see Raw go overseas, besides Saudi Arabia, but they're going back to the UK, even though they were in the UK, but not televised. And that's it. But we'll move on from there. Okay. Lauren says, Yankee and Met stadiums are both historical. Well, yeah, old school Yankee Stadium, still, the first construction site, and then classic Chase Stadium, which I think is one of the most legendary and most beautiful stadiums in all of baseball, next to Fenway Park and Wrigley Field, of course. But yeah, Citi Field's nice. It's pretty nice. I've been there twice. No, once. I've been there in 2015 for a Met game. I went with Rosa. We sat in the upper deck, and then we didn't know there was going to be a concert after the game. We saw Boyz II Men after that. And we didn't get home until like 2 o'clock in the morning, so. Because as you all know, every time you go on the subway after a Met game, you don't get home for a while. But, especially if you go to AEW down at Arthur Ashe Stadium, you won't get home until like 1, 2, maybe 3 o'clock, depending where you live. Maybe 4 o'clock if you live in Connecticut, or you live in Boston, or you live in Jersey. You won't get home. I mean, you may get home a little bit early because, getting out of the parking lot takes a while. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much what I got to say about that. What else did Lauren say? Places. Yeah, historical places. Okay, there we go. Alright, so it's a pretty, okay, so that was it. So, RK Bro is going to be on SmackDown to demand Roman gives them a unification match, probably at Hell in a Cell. But first, they have to defend the Raw Tag Team titles against the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. They come out, and it's supposed to be, the match was supposed to be for later in the night, but actually we're going to get it right now. But we get a little promo from them, and they say they're going to be winning the titles tonight and then unifying them against the Usos because they want the titles and we want the smoke. And then Riddle, probably with the line of the night, he says, oh yeah, you want the smoke? Where RK Bro 420 says, we just smoked your ass. Somebody must have watched an RVD promo or a shirt. Remember when RVD had RVD 420 on it? With the back which said, I just smoked your ass. Or the ever popular X-Pac promo, I'm gonna smoke you. Oh, what did he say? I'm gonna beat your ass and smoke it, some shit like that. I forgot what he actually said, but yeah. So Riddle with the marijuana jokes again, because now it's legal in WWE to smoke weed. Hey, I might join WWE and smoke some weed. No, I'm not gonna join WWE. I'd never join WWE. Never. That's it. Alright, so we get that. So I gave all that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And then we go to the opening match for the tag team titles. It's a pretty good match. So it's also with Montez Ford and Riddle. Montez Ford starts doing his own version of Randy Orton's pose, which I do better than him. And then Riddle tries an armbar. And then Riddle starts mocking Orton's pose for a bonus. Like, oh, you can do that? I can do it too. But I'm gonna weed. Stupid pose off. Nobody can do it like Randy besides me. It is what. Alright, Dawkins comes in and takes over in the corner. And then Orton comes in. Get an assisted floating bro for a near fall. Riddle comes back in, sends Dawkins to the outside, goes for the penalty kick, and got blocked. Ford hits the big flippy gibbity-doo on the floor as we go to break. Come back, Riddle fights out of a 1905 chinlock, gets taken back into the corner to keep him in trouble. Riddle then flips out of a suplex. Gotta make sure something. Sorry about that. Riddle flips out of a suplex, gets the hot tag to Orton, who cleans house, hits the demon hanging DDT, which plants Dawkins, then gets the tag back to Riddle, who accidentally dives onto Randy on the floor. Oops. But to get back in, Montez hits the frog splash from the heavens for a near fall on Riddle. As Orton made the save with this much time, it was like a last second, like 2.9999995. But Montez Ford goes up again, tries it a second time, but as always, you know what happens the second time. Riddle gets up, hits the mid-air arcade, well, not even arcade, well, I'll say, mid-air RKO, always known as the Gilmore Cutter! Get ready for it, trolls! Bang! And RK Bro retained the tag team titles in a little over 10 minutes. But it is what it is. It just seems like every time the fucking Street Profits get a tag title shot, just can't pull the trigger again with them. It doesn't matter who the champions are, they just can't get the titles again. Can you just turn them heel for once now, please? Just turn them heel. Because it's kind of getting stale now. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. Match was alright, so I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, we go to Kevin Patrick, who's on an old school WWF style platform. Interesting. I marked out like, oh my god, it's the WWF interview stage! Circa 1985! Now all we need is Mean Gene. Or Sean Mooney. Remember him, Sean Mooney? You'll remember him. Most of you do. Lauren knows who Sean Mooney is. But for all you millennial WWE marks out there who don't even know what the fuck Sean Mooney is, I think you need to watch some tapes. But it is what it is. So anyway, Kevin Patrick is on the platform at the edge of the stage. He brings out Austin Theory. I'm not calling him Theory. I'm just going to call him Austin Theory because that's what he is. Stupid first name basis shit. Anyway, he comes out. He says he's not worried about defending the United States title against Cody Rhodes later in the night. And he says, I'm the youngest United States champion for a reason. And it's because every previous champion has been older than him. Probably. And he just says, I'm the future. Possibly. I'm the chosen one by Vince McMahon. Alright, so that was just a hype promo. Hyping up the match with Cody. Not that Cody's going to win the United States belt. I think you already knew that coming in. But nice to see the WWF style stage. I hope they bring it on every show. They need to do that. Bring back some nostalgia. Come on. I know they'll never get a guy like Mean Gene to do interviews again, but, they had someone like, Charlie Caruso! How do you get rid of Charlie Caruso? I don't understand that. I know she wanted to do ESPN stuff, and now she's doing football stuff now, I think. I'm not the USFL. I think it's a different football league. But she still looks fucking hot. WWE fucked that up. Now the only hot interviewer is really Kayla Braxton. No disrespect to Sarah Schreiber, but there's no hot interviewer in WWE right now besides Kayla Braxton. I don't say, what about Megan Moran? No, not she's not that hot. Mackenzie Mitchell in NXT, she's alright. She's going out with Vic Joseph, so give her some credit. And then you look at other promotions. Look at it. I was gonna say MLW with Alicia Atut. She's fucking hot, but now she's in some group with some guy. I forgot who it is, but because I don't watch MLW, obviously. And then Impact used to have Melissa Santos, the very fucking hot Melissa Santos. Good lord. Have you seen pictures of her lately? She basically, she's doing bodybuilding now. She has no fucking neck. She's fucking hot, but these bodybuilding photos of her, she just looks like she has no fucking neck. No disrespect, Melissa, but come on. You look like, she's trained. She's not on the steroids, brother. But looks like she has no neck. But she's fucking hot. She got a fucking ass like. I miss her in Lucha Underground. I miss her even more in Impact. But it is what it is. But now they have, I forgot her name, what is her name, Gia Michael, I think her name is, or I forgot what her name is, Gia, I think her name is. She's pretty hot, too, man. Or in AEW now, you got Lexi, I don't know why, I wish they had Dasha, but, Dasha's around, but she does, like, the pre-show stuff on YouTube. Ugh. But still, we need more hot-looking fucking female interviewers in wrestling. And on but ring announcing too. I mean, nothing wrong with Samantha Irvin or Alicia in NXT and everything, but I'm old school. I go back to the days of Mike McGurk. In the days of what's her name? Lillian, yeah. I forgot her last name. But, yeah, Lillian and everything. And then, even Brandy Rhodes did announcing. That's how she met Cody. And even JoJo. How did you think JoJo met Bray Wyatt? Ring announcing. But it is what it is. Alright, we move on. Where were we? Alright, so we got that. So Arcade Bro wins, and blah, blah, blah. Alright, so then we got the Theory interview, and that's it. Alright, after that, we got a recap of Edge and AJ Styles from Backlash, where Edge won thanks to the newest member of Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, with her new hair. She dyed her hair black. Still looks like Chris Motionless from Motionless in White, but nothing wrong with that. Anyway, so Edge and company, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, they come out for a little chat. Edge talks about how he listened to the fans for years and all he got was a Hall of Fame ring. He says, I'm bigger than the Hall of Fame, and you can point at any part of my body. I've had surgery on it. He says, I think Lauren's delayed from watching what I say. I said whatever. She says, I shared it. I mean, the prophecy video. But yeah, thank you. But yeah, I think Lauren's on delay. She's kind of going, maybe she's going in and out from different streams she might be on. But it is what it is. Anyway. So Edge said, you point at any point, you can point at any part of my body. I've had surgery on it. Everyone here tries to stand by their principles and then go home like a bunch of keyboard warriors. Right there, trolls? Then Edge holds a mirror up to all of them, and it's like, hey, do you see anything wrong with yourself? You're ugly and fat. Son of a bitch, he's fucking fat. But this way. Alright, then Damian Priest gets on mic. He says, the truth hurt. Doesn't the truth hurt? He says he and Edge could destroy everyone's favorites, but now they have Rhea Ripley by their side. So Rhea gets some promo time, because she really can't cut promos these days, but anyway, she cuts a pretty decent promo. She says this was the easiest decision of her life, because she wanted to be like them. She is done signing autographs at the airport, and then, he says, well, and then I see him sold on eBay. So, that's it. And then Liv Morgan comes out. She says, tonight it's time for my destruction. Yeah. And then Edge talks about everyone believing that Ripley was holding Liv down. Takes credit for splitting Liv and Rhea up. He saw potential in Rhea and wants her to run everyone over. He says this movement isn't done, and they are looking for more. Whatever that means. And then Liv Morgan goes in the ring to interrupt, and that ends the segment. We get to the next match with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, but I'll get to that in a second. But I gave that part of the segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. So then we get to the match, which didn't last that long, almost 6 minutes. And basically, Rhea beat the fucking shit out of Liv Morgan. I feel bad for Liv Morgan. But Liv, she fought out of Riptide, kicks, and then she starts kicking at Rhea, sets up the springboard codebreaker for a near fall. But then Rhea knocked her back down, and then she locked in the Prism Trap, or the old school Paige the PT, what was she called? The PTO? Remember when she did the Scorpion, the other version of, not the Scorpion Deathlock, but the Scorpion, I forgot what she called it. Yeah, basically the same move. So so Rhea locks in the Prism Trap, and but Liv taps out, and that's it. So, an almost, not a squash match, but still. Rhea beats the crap out of Liv Morgan, and that's it. So the match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Edge gets in the ring, and he tells Rhea to do it again. So, on cue, Rhea relocks in the Prism Trap. Liv Morgan taps again. And then Finn Balor and AJ Styles come out, because AJ has another, actually, Finn has a match with Damian Priest coming up. So, you get that. They come out and they do the 2 sweet thing again, which was nice. So, I don't know if they're going to reform the club, or they're going to, like, form their own faction, because it looks like WWE is starting to get back into the thing with, hey, let's form factions now. Nice. About time. You know, we have Judgment Day, and then maybe we'll get the club, or whatever AJ and Finn do. It's going to be, it can't be called the Bullet Club, so it's going to probably be called the Club or the Balor, most likely the Balor Club. But we'll see what's happening on that. And if they add members, because now they're outnumbered 3 against 2, so if they get a female female member, most likely will be Liv Morgan. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so yeah, I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars. Then we got the Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Right after that, another short match. Almost went actual 420. Smoke your weed. Pretty much back and forth. We get to the end. Priest is in trouble. Balor counts a chokeslam into a roller for a near fall. He hits Sling Blade, which sends Priest to the outside. But then Rhea Ripley gets in the way of a suicide dive by Finn. That allows Edge to come in and hit a spear on Balor, cuts him in half. And we got a disqualification. And I said we got a lot of disqualifications tonight. I don't know why. But anyway. Alright, so Finn Balor gets the win by disqualification. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, AJ tries to get in, but he gets beat up 3 on, he tries for the save. He tries to go. He's about to hit Rhea Ripley, and then Damian Priest and Edge come back, and they beat the crap out of him. And they leave them both lying on the mat. And that's it. So Judgment Day once again prevails, and that's pretty much it. So I think Liv Morgan is going to join up with AJ and Finn in, well, I guess Finn's new version of the Bullet Club or the Balor Club, which they fucked up a while ago. So we'll move on from there. Alright, we got the Prince in the chat. Prince Idol's in the chat. He's like, he's looking on, I guess. He's watching. Maybe with his gorgeous wife, Savannah. So, what's up, Prince? How you doing? London says, Cody Orton Riddle. Okay. Then we move on from there. We move on. That's it. Alright, after that, we go to the back. Probably with the weirdest segment of the night. Alpha Academy, you know, Otis and Chad Gable. Oh, thank you! Sheesh! Sheesh! Shush! And that's that. What's up, Max Lethal? How you doing, dude? I'm doing pretty good. On this late night. I'm doing pretty good. Had a pretty good day. Hope you did too. Alright, Alpha Academy promises Kevin Owens that they're going to do a DNA test this week on Elias, whatever you want to call him. And then next week, we're going to get a DNA test. The results next week. And I'm like, oh, great. I was like, oh, God. It was funny. But then I'm like, oh, great. We're going to get a freaking DNA test. And all we need is Maury Povich to come out. You never know. They're in Norfolk, Virginia next week. Or Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia next week. So, you never know. They could call Maury Povich. I know he's retired, supposedly. Even though he's Channel 11 and not the Tribune Broadcasting. They said, "Fuck your show, you're out of here." And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Yeah, that ain't working again. Get out of here, asshole. Anyway, we'll move on from all that. That's pretty much it. Alright, so yeah. So they're gonna do a DNA test on Ezekiel to see if he's Elias, blah blah blah. Owens is happy because his brother from Nova Scotia, Ken Owens, is gonna face off against Elias. Okay. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on. And then, where am I? Alright, after that, we get the MVP Lounge with, Omos. They hyped up his win, at Backlash against Bobby Lashley. He starts to explain what happened to Lashley, but then Cedric Alexander comes out because he's trying to get into good graces with MVP again, trying to get something with the Hurt Business, and that ain't working. Alexander keeps saying, they did it. Seems to think that he's back in the team. That's not happening. Lashley comes out, beats the crap out of both of them. But MVP escapes, and then Cedric tries to get in the ring, and he springboards into the Hurt Lock, and then basically, Lashley let them lay, and that's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the Authoritas office with Adam Pearce, and you're an asshole. 631 number, moron. Get a life, you faggot. Because you can't say that to my face? Because you're not. Because you know where you're gonna go. Hospital. But I digress. Fuck you, motherfucker. Anyway, I'm not gonna let that get to me, so. Come on! That's that. Alright, after that, yeah, so Adam Pearce is in the Authoritas office, and Sonya Deville comes in. She's not happy that, with Adam Pearce's former investigation that's still going on. But Adam promises her that she will be in quality competition later. Like, she can't do all that shit she does. You know, she's like changing the rules and, you know, abusing her power and all that stuff. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on from there. That's it. Alright, we'll move on from there. So then Sonya goes out to the ring. And before her opponent is announced, Adam Pearce comes out and says, well, we got the results of the formal investigation. Wow, that was quick. And says, well, upon further review or whatever he said, Sonya Deville, you are fired as a WWE official. But you still can remain on the active roster as an active member of the Raw women's division. Blah blah blah, and your opponent is this woman, and then we get the glorious return of Alexa Bliss. Lexi is back as, you thought it was evil Miss Bliss, right? Wrong. The goddess is back. Yes, 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 yes. The evil goddess herself is back after her honeymoon and probably fuck session with Ryan Cabrera. She comes out, the fans went nuts. She comes in, 2 moves, and it's over. She hits Twisted Bliss, beats Sonya in 34 seconds. And she's so happy, she's with Lily and everything. The fans are going completely nuts. Sonya's on the freaking, you know, she's outside the ring crying like a little bitch. I'm sorry! Yeah, you're sorry, alright. Got what you deserve there, bitch. That's it. So I gave Lexi's triumphant return. Hopefully they do something with her this time, but we'll see. But I liked her. I love her as the goddess. Thankfully, thank you, Vince, for bringing her back as the goddess. Thank you for once you did something right for me. Thank you, you 76-year-old bastard. Thank you. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on. Alright, then we gotta look back at Cody Rhodes beating Seth Rollins at Backlash, probably the match of the night. That's it. Alright, then we get to Ezekiel and Ken Owens, which really Kevin Owens in a great wig. blah, blah, blah. He goes on a big rant, says, I can't stand liars like Elias, how stupid the people in Connecticut are for buying all this crap. And then he's like, hey, it's just me, Kevin Owens. And then he's like, huh? Does the old Scooby-Doo, huh? Shaggy, huh? And then they get to a fight, and then, I thought there was going to be a match. No, because Alpha Academy comes out, and it's a 3-on-2 beatdown, and that's it. So, kind of a waste of time. So, I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So, we'll see what happens with this DNA test next week. Not that it's going to reveal anything. Nobody gives 2 shits. And that's that. Alright, then we got a recap of the returning Asuka last week. To interrupt Becky Lynch. That was nice. As always, nobody is ready for Asuka! Set my dick. And that's it. Speaking of Asuka, we go to the back. We see Becky with Asuka and Adam Pearce. Becky interrupts Asuka. She doesn't know why Asuka's getting a title shot against Bianca Belair. It's not really a title shot, but okay. So then Adam Pearce is like, well, before she gets that title shot, she has to beat Bianca Belair in a #1 contenders match to get it. Becky's kind of confused about the idea of being a champion to get the chance to beat the champion. You think? Truth there, Becky. Becky talks about handing Asuka her last title, but Asuka screams that she didn't need Becky's help. And then Asuka shouts about Becky acting like a baby instead of a mom. And then Becky's all mad and says, Asuka's the one with the weird green tears on her face. Okay. And then I just loved Asuka like, oh, you love my baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. That was funny. I marked out. I had to change shorts in that segment too, because, when Asuka comes out, you know what happens. Jizz in my pants. That's it. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, we got some comments before we get in there. Okay, Max Lethal's doing good. And this is Team Judgment Day. Okay. Lauren says, I didn't get home from Arthur Ashe till 3:45 in the morning from Dynamite Grand Slam and Dynamite Rampage last year. Damn, 4 a.m.? Well, that's what happens, when you're in the parking lot. And probably traffic on the highway, too. Good thing I didn't go, because I probably wouldn't be home until 5 a.m. with the trains and everything. But it is what it is. Alright, Lauren says, when he went to Queens. Then she says, R.I.P., rest in peace, Mean Woo! Baco Gene! That's it. Alright, after that Asuka segment with Becky, we go to the ring for Veer Mahan's Cum Fest. Because Veer comes again, and he's taking on a man named Frank Loman, local boy from Connecticut. But for those of you that's seen this guy, and like, oh, he looks familiar, right? Oh, that was Rex Lawless of FBW fame on FSW here in Brooklyn. He has wrestled for Creative Pro, I think, too. No, local indie guy in the Brooklyn, New York area. Good guy, though. But I'm like, wow, fucking Rex Lawless and everything. Jesus. But anyway, freaking, he's like, I gotta do this for my family, for my triplets and shit. Blah, 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 blah. Same old shit we heard last week from the other guy. Basically, same fucking shit we get every week with Veer. He locks in the freaking, yeah, you're not coming. Get out of here. By the way, that's not my number, by the way, because you're texting the wrong number, asshole. Because I changed my number a week ago, so you're texting somebody else that has that number. Good job there, dude. But whatever. Calling my backup number, texting my backup number. That's just great. What a dick you are. Because I won't be around in the summer, so. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You ain't coming. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, Philly faggot. But I digress. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, Veer beats this guy in like a minute. Nobody cared. And that's pretty much Oh, I say, gotta say about that. All right. All right, what happened to Charlie? Yeah, she got released by the WWE. Well, she didn't get released. I think they released her when she left WWE. Now she's doing ESPN stuff and football. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom, and we'll move on from there. All right, we're back. Had to drain the lizard, and we're back. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right. Okay. Prince is eating some popcorn and some peanuts, and I don't know what else he's eating. Max Needle says, "If you smell what C-Rock is cooking." Who's C-Rock? I don't know. Oh, what, the Croc maybe is cooking? You know, the Croc who just went to the bathroom and woo! You should have saw what the Rock was cooking. He was cooking, baby. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. And that's it. All right. After that, we go to an interview with Kevin in the gorilla position with Cody. Cody says, he's proud of the win over one of the best in the world. Now he's seeing someone with limitless potential like Austin Theory, but you have to dig deep to find potential. And he tells Theory, "You better dig deep because I'm going to become the United States champion." Blah blah blah. All right, so then we get to United States title match. It was a pretty decent match, back and forth. It looked like Cody was going to get the win and the United States title. He hit the disaster kick. Then the Cody cutter, when then Seth Rollins comes from, I don't know where he came from, for the disqualification. So, get that. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Seth stumps Cody on the announcer's table and then starts screaming about Cody never, you're not going to take this away from me again. Blah, blah, blah. And it looked like Cody got injured. So, well, they say he got injured. I don't know, maybe he did or not. But it's leading up to Hell in a Cell, their third match. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with Hell in a Cell, but I don't really want to see a third match with them again. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we'll move on from there. All right, then we go to our next match, women's action, Dewdrop and Nikki Ashhole. Why is she still in that fucking superhero gimmick? Why? So anyway, they take on the women's tag team champions, Naomi and the boss, Sasha Banks. Hey Nick, it's Borsco time. Anyway, this wasn't really a great match. Sasha and Naomi win the match with the Codebreaker Bubble Bomb combination. Finishes Nikki Nikki Ashhole off in about 4 minutes because Nikki, wanted to get the win. And dude just like, tag me! And Nikki's like, no, I can do it myself. And that's it. So they get the win. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Dewdrop starts yelling at Nikki. I'm like, oh good, break them up too. But then the Miz comes out in a referee's outfit, because he's going to be the special guest referee for our next match. And to, hype up Season 3 of Miz and Mrs. starting in June. Whoop-de-goddamn do. And that's it. So that's it. So like I said, 2 out of 5 stars for the women's tag team match, and that's it. All right, then Miz is in the ring. Ciampa is facing off against Mustafa Ali. I think you saw where this was going to go. Miz doing a slow count. But, back and forth match. Looked like Ali was about to win. Hits a tornado DDT out of the corner for a very delayed 2 count by the Miz. And then Ciampa used the distraction to hit a reverse DDT. And then a Scorpion death drop. And then Miz goes 1, 2, 3, fast count. And that's it. So I gave that match 2 out of 5 stars. I just didn't like the match at all. It just looks like Ali's going back to jobber duty now. What else is new? Should have released him. And that's it. All right. Then we get Lacey Evans promo from SmackDown, Chapter 5. See all that. And then Corey Graves. Oh, I can relate. Yeah, I bet you can, right there, Corey Graves, because you left your wife and kids to get with a slut like Carmella. Okay. Such a hypocrite there, Corey Graves. But I digress. Alright, after that, we get a look back at Bobby Lashley attacking Omos, MVP, and Cedric Alexander. Lashley cuts a promo and says, Omos, me and you, round 3, next week, this time in a solid steel cage, brother. And that's it. There you go. And we move on. So I got a cage match next week in Virginia. That's nice. Always nice to see a cage match, but it is what it is. I saw my first ever dog collar match on Friday night. Wasn't as, I thought it was. It was just like, with the stupid state athletic commission in New York, and we can't have blood, we can't do this and that. Fuck the commission. But it is what it is. It's with CPA and I forgot the other guy's name, but that guy beat CPA. But yeah, it wasn't like the bloodiest fucking dog collar match I've seen. But first time live, so I was hoping it would be bloody as fuck, but no, this it's the state athletic commission in New York just fucking sucks, and that's it. All right, we move on. All right, then we go to the 24/7 idiots. Dana Brooke and Tamina. They talk to R-Truth about getting divorces, and they have the papers. They give them to Reggie and Akira Tozawa, who come in bringing flowers and candy, and then R-Truth serves them with divorce papers, and then well, Tozawa's like, oh, I'm not signing. Me no sign. No, me no sign. Me go get sushi first. No. So then Reggie's like, no. Morons. Oh, that's it. All right, so yeah, so he runs away, and then Dana Brooke and Tamina look like they were about to go on a double date. I don't know what the fuck. I don't give a shit. This fucking 24/7 title division is just garbage. Every fucking Monday night is just, I just want to throw up. And that's it. All right, after that, we go to the main event, which was 3 minutes long. Why do you put Asuka in a number 1 contenders match with Bianca Belair? 3 minutes? Bad. That's bad fucking clock, management right there by Vince and company. Why would you give 3 minutes to these ladies? I know they're supposed to be, Becky was at commentary because we all know the finish of that match was going to be. But 3 minutes? I mean, it started at 10:49 with them in the ring. Becky coming out, and then Asuka comes out, and then I'm like, what the hell is Bianca Belair in the ring? And then I was like, oh, Bianca Belair's taking on Asuka, okay. And Becky on commentary, but then it started at, really started like 10:57. I'm like, what the fuck, 3 minutes? Come on. Stupid. But anyway, they fought for a little bit. Asuka's trying for the Asuka lock, and then Bianca loads up for the handspring moonsault. Becky pulls up to the floor, causing a disqualification. And then Becky gets in the ring, beats the crap out of Asuka, hits the manhandle slam. And then she stands tall, and that's it. And that's it is pretty much what it is, and that's all I can say about that. All right, so so I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars, and that's all I can say about that for Monday Night Snore. That's it. All right, last minute comments, and then we're getting out of here. Okay, Max Leader says Boss Glow. Lauren says Hell's yeah, Boss Glow. Okay. Then she says, I named them that when Trinity ran with it. They used to be called Team Bad, back in the day. And then Lauren says, and you're welcome. Well, thank you. That's it. And that's it. All right, so Monday Night Raw gets a 6 out of 10 from me. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channels. Follow me on social media. And share the video all over the internet. I guess you can tap the bell, but whatever you want to do. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe and all that other shit. That's it. All right, thank you to Lauren, Prince Idol, Max Lethal, and Nick for coming in. And to those trolls texting a wrong number, fuck you, man. Because it's just ridiculous, these fucking idiots. And I know who it is. This faggot Sean's Army guy with 6,000 accounts. Get a life, you motherfucker. Get a fucking life, because you're not going to do anything. You're not going to do shit. You say, I got it coming. I've had it come for 13 years, and it's going to be going on for another 13. So, Nice knowing you, asshole. But that's all I gotta say about that. So I'm done. Continue to be jealous. And, see you in about 40 years, asshole. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. So once again, 6 out of 10 stars for Raw. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Or you can do a video reply if you wish. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to sleep. So I got a job to do tomorrow. And some other things to do. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. That's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for my NXT review. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, especially that piece of shit that supposedly is from Philly, but he's not. But go fuck yourself, motherfucker. Because if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. Think I'm a coward? I'm not a coward. I'm not scared of you. Fuck you. And that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Like I said, if you're not down with that, fuck you, man. And until next time, peace. Ha ha! Go fuck yourself, motherfuckers.